Hi guys, how are you? I'm Merel and you are watching Live Birdly. There are several reasons why you can get a hoarse or tired voice after singing, but the most common one is that you're tensing your throat and you're not using enough breath support. So, do you feel pressure on your throat when you're singing? Do you get hoarse after singing? Or worse, are you even hurting? In this video, I will explain what the best solution is. There might be different causes that need different solutions, but to me this is the most common and you can start working on it right away. Even if you don't have a tired voice or a hoarse voice after singing, it's still a very important singing lesson. If you'd like to ride along and you don't want to miss a thing in the future, then subscribe here, because every week I will send you an email then with a worksheet. In the worksheet you can take notes and see what we've discussed, so you can keep it for, maybe you want to look at it later, like later this week or something. There are a couple of basic singing techniques that you need to know before you can get started on the rest of your singing voice. We've talked about posture and breath already. Did you watch them? I recommend you do so because I will refer to them in this video. And now it's time for the most important singing tip ever. At least I think so. Breath support. Support is something you use daily without even knowing it. You know how to speak, right? Well, that's when you're using support. So, tell me a story right now and put your hands on your belly. What do you feel? Is it tensing up? Now do the same thing, but act as if you talk to the neighbor from across the street. Do you feel your belly tensing up more? Feel it with your hands on your belly. When you're singing though, you'll need a little more, sometimes a lot more, breath support, and you'll notice that you'll feel more relaxed when you do. But that's kind of frustrating, isn't it? Something you use a lot during the day suddenly gets hard when you're singing? I'm sorry to say so, but yes, it is a little frustrating at some times. But it will get better when you keep practicing. When you get conscious of your body and conscious of your voice, it can only get better. Have patience though. Some students of mine get a little impatient and feel like there's nothing happening there. Well, I totally understand. I've been there. It took me 2 years to fully understand support. It really is trial and error. So first, you need to experience how it feels, and then you have to keep doing it. There's no fast way in learning this, unfortunately. In this video, I will show you 3 ways in which you can experience how it feels to use breath support. There is a chance that all 3 will help you experience breath support, but there is also a chance that only one is working for you. Everyone's unique. With all 3, I want to remind you how important posture is. You'll definitely need it. Tip: use a mirror to check if your posture is correct. If you don't have a mirror, use your phone to videotape yourself. So do this with me. The first way is the chair. Sit on a chair with a good full back support. An average kitchen chair will do. Put your feet on the ground and keep your knees in a 90-degree angle. Keep your back straight and cross your arms. Now breathe in through your nose. What do you notice? You can't breathe in at a certain point, right? Feels kind of weird, right? Well, let go and do it again. But when you do, I want you to feel the tension that's built up around your core. So your lower belly, your back, and your sides. The muscles you feel tense up are the muscles you need to use for your breath support. A little tip: when you breathe in with your arms crossed, yawn slightly. That way you won't tense up your throat. Now try this again while singing a piece of a song. The second way is the wall sit. Lean against the wall as if you're sitting on a chair with your legs in a 90-degree angle. This is gonna be hard on your quads. Press your lower back into the wall and sing your song. Do you feel tension around your core? And does your throat feel more relaxed? The third way is the orange squeeze. This one probably looks ridiculous at first, but then you start recognizing these with your most favorite singers. Stand up and lift your arms like this. Press your shoulders together. So that means actually tensing up your shoulders. It's not as simple as putting your elbows together. This one is for your higher back support. You notice this one mainly in your higher back. When will you use breath support? Theoretically speaking, you have to use breath support as soon as words come out of your mouth. And when it's time to breathe, you have to let go of your belly. Previous video, hint, hint. So the order is support, sing, let go, and repeat. But you might need a little more breath support when singing gets harder. For example, that's when you have to sing louder, higher, or lower than your comfort zone. So how do you do this in a song? First you need support, so that's tighten up your core. And then you have to sing. You sing a phrase, so a sentence. And then at the end of the sentence, when you're allowed to breathe, you let go of your belly and air will come in naturally. The assignment. So every time you sing this week, try out the different ways that we've discussed in this video. And don't forget the support, sing, let go, and repeat routine. Ask yourself the following questions to check if you're using it correctly. Is my core tightened? The answer has to be yes in this case, because that means that you're using support. Is my throat relaxed? Well, again, the answer has to be yes, but there are several ways how to relax your throat. And I will give these tips to you next week in the next video. And the third question is the sound of my voice changing when I use support? Does it sound louder, or is there less air coming through as before? Those are good points if you hear that difference. So now I would love to hear from you. How did it go? Did you find your way of finding your breath support and really experience it? Keep doing that and tell me if you have any questions. You can do that by emailing me to hello@livebirdly.com. You can also comment on this video and I will reply. If you like this, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you love this, then I would love it if you can share it with someone who you think needs a little more explanation about breath support. See you next week. Bye!